Welcome back to Divine Wonders, the Miracles of Jesus. Today we explore a powerful act of Jesus that goes beyond healing and miracles, the cleansing of the temple. This act demonstrates Jesus' zeal for God's house and his commitment to true worship and righteousness. Upon entering the temple in Jerusalem, Jesus sees people selling animals and exchanging money. Angered by the desecration of the sacred space, he overturns the tables of the money changers and drives out those selling doves, saying, "It is written, 'My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers.'" Matthew, the 21st of December 13. To fully understand the significance of this act, let's explore the historical and cultural context. The temple in Jerusalem was the center of Jewish worship and religious life. It was where sacrifices were made and pilgrims from all over the world came to worship. The outer courts of the temple had become a marketplace, disrupting the sanctity of the space and exploiting those coming to worship. Money changers and merchants selling sacrificial animals were taking advantage of the pilgrims, often charging exorbitant prices. This commercialization of the temple grounds was seen as a grave disrespect to the holiness of God's house. Theologically, this act emphasizes Jesus' authority over the temple and his role in purifying worship. By driving out the merchants and money changers, Jesus demonstrates his commitment to restoring the temple to its intended purpose, a place of prayer and worship. His actions fulfill the prophetic words of Malachi, who spoke of a messenger purifying the temple, Malachi 3:1-4. This event also highlights the tension between Jesus and the religious authorities, as his actions directly challenge their practices and authority. It underscores the need for true worship that is not corrupted by greed or exploitation. Spiritually, the cleansing of the temple teaches us about the importance of purity in worship and the need to guard against anything that corrupts our devotion to God. Jesus' actions call us to examine our own hearts and remove anything that hinders our worship and relationship with God. First, purity in worship. This act encourages us to ensure that our worship is pure and focused on God, free from distractions and corrupt influences. Second, righteous zeal. Jesus' zeal for the holiness of God's house challenges us to be passionate about righteousness and integrity in our spiritual lives. Third, self-examination. We are called to examine our own hearts and lives, removing anything that hinders our relationship with God and our ability to worship him fully. Reflect on areas in your life where you need to purify your worship and devotion to God. How can you cultivate a righteous zeal for God's house and his ways? How can you remove distractions and corrupt influences from your spiritual life? Thank you for exploring the cleansing of the temple with us. This act of Jesus teaches us about the importance of purity in worship and a righteous zeal for God's house. Make sure to subscribe and share this journey with others. Until next time, may you seek to purify your worship and cultivate a passionate devotion to God.